With the rise of social media use came the rise of anxiety. According to Dr. Walters of Brown University, over half of all adolescents use social media at least once a day, and 22% of teens log onto social media more than 10 times every day. With such a constant use of social media instead of interpersonal communication, it is no surprise anxiety levels have increased 20% over the past 80 years. In a separate study, Dr. Primack of University of Pittsburgh concluded that participants who used 7 to 11 social media platforms had substantially higher odds of having increased levels of anxiety. These platforms can include Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube, Ask.fm, LinkedIn, Reddit, Vimeo, Visco, and more. Instagram is slowly on its way to becoming the #1 used social media platform. People of all ages enjoy this medium as a way to keep in touch with friends and family, near and far. Unfortunately, teens in today's world rely on technology for interpersonal communication. 3 professors from University of Central Florida found that relying on technology for those interactions is associated with greater peer aggression, relationship anxiety, and existential anxiety.
The Center for Collegiate Mental Health found that the top 3 diagnoses on university campuses are anxiety, depression, and stress. And numerous studies from the US, Canada, the UK, you name it, have linked this high social media use with these high levels of anxiety and depression.
A journal done by Connecticut Children's Medical Center found that the top 3 triggers are cyberbullying, awareness of stressful events going on in others' lives, and the pressure to stay up to date. Another study done in Scotland showed that adolescents who were emotionally invested in social media experienced poorer sleep quality, lower self-esteem, and higher levels of anxiety and depression. Being media literate and recognizing not only the content we are exposing ourselves to, but also our reactions to the content will help us stay present and lower our risk of anxiety.
Dana, what is it?
It's nobody.
Everyone must be hanging out somewhere else. Guess you're
Missing out. It's Julie's sorority thing. Everyone's posting about it.
Weren't you invited?
Well, no. She said it was a small thing. Oh my god. Even Tom was invited. Tom with the skin thing. Hi, I'm looking for Holly.
Holly's not been here since about an hour ago when she left to go to the movies.
That's impossible. We were supposed to go together. Foursquare says people are hanging out at McSwiggan's Ale House and TGI Fridays. I have to choose.
What are you gonna do?
I'll just stop by one, and then I'll head to the other. These people, they're having so much fun without me. What am I supposed to do about this, Juno? Juno!
If you still want to hang, we're all going to be at that.
Where is everybody hanging out?
The shift is stunning. 12th graders in 2015 were going out less often than 8th graders did as recently as 2009. But when teens do decide to go out, they document their time on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and more. Those who were not invited are immediately aware. It is hard to avoid those posts, and even harder to avoid the feelings of loneliness that come with them. Teens then become self-conscious and hyper-aware of themselves. Simon Sinek explains this well in his interview.
The other problem, to compound it, is we're growing up in a Facebook, Instagram world. In other words, we're good at putting filters on things. We're good at showing people that life is amazing even though I'm depressed, right? And so everybody sounds tough, and everybody sounds like they got it all figured out. And the reality is there's very little toughness, and most people don't have it figured out.
We created our own survey where we asked 30 individuals about their experiences with social media. One participant told us they feel, quote, really nervous when they post something on Instagram, end quote. If the post doesn't gain much interactivity or isn't well received, they feel, quote, self-conscious and pretty bummed, end quote. They concluded, quote, the insecure feelings may hold more weight in their life than the good ones, end quote. Others said they felt more stressed after using social media and a loss of identity. Another admitted that they, quote, primarily use social media because they feel like as a teenager, you're almost expected to do it, end quote. These factors added together create a breeding ground for feelings of anxiety along with other mental health issues. In order to prevent a further increase in anxiety, it is our responsibility to warn the upcoming generations of the dangers that can come from not being aware of what you intake. This can be done by offering mandatory media literacy classes in high school, which educate teenagers about the ways media can be deceiving. This is a way to protect adolescents from the damaging effects that are usually caused by excessive social media use and hopefully lower overall anxiety caused by social media.